What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Destiny 2 Forsaken review video. Obviously, in Forsaken, we've gotten a bunch of new supers, and I finally got every single super in the game. So I've been testing a lot of them out, and I'm going to be dropping my review on the new Arcstrider subclass for the Hunter, the Way of the Current. First up, just real quick, I do want to go over the perks. So it comes with Whirlwind Guard. While wielding your arc staff, hold the whatever your aim down button is to reflect incoming projectiles. Deflecting projectiles triples arc staff damage for a short time. Then you have Tempest Strike, which is the melee. After sliding, activate this melee ability to unleash a devastating uppercut attack, which binds to your melee button. Then you have Lightning Weave. Melee hits greatly increase weapon reload speed. Doesn't matter if it's a kill, can just be a hit. And then you have Ebb and Flow. Hit a target with an arc ability to electrify them. Meleeing electrified enemies, disorients them, and grants grenade, melee, and dodge energy. Now, how to obtain this new subclass? During the Forsaken campaign, Ikora will give you a new milestone / quest to go on, and will give you a Seed of Light, which will allow you to choose which new subclass tree you'd like to unlock. If you didn't choose Whirlwind Guard at first, like as your first super or whatever, you can get another Seed of Light through an RNG reward from completing a Blind Well Tier 2 or Tier 3 encounter from the Last Wish raid, or you can get it at Marasov at the Queen's Court now. So here's a summary of my thoughts on the perks. So Whirlwind Guard. Essentially, the arc staff can be used to block anything and can be sent back opponents. Any projectile, including bullets, can be reflected, and it seems that they do about the same damage as they're doing to you, so you can actually drop people that are shooting an auto rifle at you and they're just killing themselves with their own bullets. So the one thing that it can't reflect or block can be like certain super abilities like hammers. Like I died from Hammer Titan and I was blocking, but I could block Stormcaller Ticklefinger. So I'm not really 100% sure how that works. I definitely would like to test it, but still, just be wary of that. The other thing that's added on with the perk is that when you block, you do 3 times more damage to opponents, which can be good for taking down a lot of those lower and potentially high tier PvE ads, or you could take down a lot of Guardian supers as well. If you're doing 3 times more damage, like one swipe can take them out. Going over Tempest Strike. So this is the new Arcstrider melee where you slide, press your melee button, you send out a wave of lightning. The good thing is that as long as there's a target in front of you, the melee can kind of track and hit multiple enemies at once, plus do decent damage, which is pretty awesome. I've taken down multiple types of PvE ads and taken down a lot of Guardian shields, and if they're weak, you can just finish them off with the melee, which is pretty awesome. Going over Lightning Weave a little more in depth. This one is pretty simple. Melee hits equal fast reload. That's about it. It lasts a few seconds, which is pretty good, but still, that's pretty much it. Going over Ebb and Flow. So any enemies that's affected by any of your arc abilities get electrified. If you melee them, they get disoriented. If you get a kill, your abilities recharge back. It's like having Disorienting Blow from the Way of the Wind subclass tree, but with ability regen kills on top of it as well. PvE wise, in PvE, this super is pretty great. First off, you need to be running Radiant Flux on Arcstrider for PvE. Being able to have a longer super and extra damage on arc staff hits is great. Plus with Whirlwind Guard, you can block and get 3 times more damage output that gets added into the Radiant Flux perk. So you're doing, I don't know how much damage, but it's a lot. You can take down a bunch of stuff. In general, Arcstrider is great for taking out hordes of ads and does great damage to higher tier enemies and bosses. I've seen people take down Valkyr in the Spire of Stars with just Arcstrider, so it's pretty awesome. Using the melee is super fun as well, and being able to have like really fast reloads can increase DPS, which is pretty sick. I didn't really notice the Ebb and Flow perk, to be honest, but I suppose it increased my survivability by keeping disoriented targets at bay while I take care of other enemies. PvP wise, in the Crucible, it's pretty entertaining. Obviously, Arcstrider in general performs really well in the Crucible, but why should you choose the subclass path over the others, right? The main thing is being able to deflect projectiles and slash or back at your opponents. It's insane how much it increases your survivability by being able to block incoming attacks, especially as an Arcstrider. Like if you don't have this, you just run in, you could potentially get dropped really fast, you know? So when you get close enough, you can just go crazy with the arc staff. Like you don't have to worry about taking any damage because you're blocking, which is pretty sick. The melee is very entertaining. Like being able to slide and then do that uppercut is pretty awesome. You can potentially take out multiple enemies. I did it maybe once or twice. Definitely a little tricky, but in any event, plus once you melee, you electrify them, right? Which disorients them, right? So again, kind of having like that disorienting blow. It can also drop the enemy shield, which makes them an easy cleanup with the Tempest Strike attack, which is pretty sick. I'm actually adding a new category, Gambit. Obviously Gambit, that mixed PvE, PvP mode. Now that we talked about like obviously PvE and PvP, I just like, is Whirlwind Guard good in Gambit, right? I believe it can perform well, but in my opinion, it's better on the PvE side than that PvP side, right? Again, it's great for ad clear, and with Radiant Flux can take down those Taken Wizards at the beginning when you spawn your Primeval, and you can put out great DPS on your Primeval when you get Primeval Slayer up, which is pretty insane. When invading, most PvP enemies just run away once they notice you. If you pop in on the other side and pop your Arcstrider, they usually see you, or they can hear it obviously, and they just keep running away. which is super easy for them, or you get team shot by like sleeper shotguns, etc., etc. The good thing is that you can block and reflect projectiles, which again, increase your survivability. You can reflect back some shots at the enemy, potentially killing them, which is good. And then you can get right on top of them and like swipe them, I suppose, with your arc staff. But can you keep your super long enough to reach the enemy team and take out a few guardians? It definitely takes a little more thought, a little more skill than some of the other supers, but still, I think it'd perform okay. Finally, my ranking is a 10 out of 10. Overall, the subclass tree has some really great synergy for PvE and performs well for PvP. All the perks can be utilized and allows for a lot of different builds with exotic armor pieces. I highly recommend using things like Raiden Flux for PvE and the Dragon Shadow for PvP. Being able to have that auto reload on all weapons, and you don't even have to do the marksman's dodge, you can do the gambler's dodge, potentially get that melee back, do the slide attack. Ooh, crispy. Alright guys, that's my review over the new Arcstrider subclass Whirlwind Guard /Way, the current. If you want to know how to support me, there'll be a link below. It's the best way to support me. I'll take it to a 4-minute video. If you want to go check that out, that'd be awesome. But if you don't want to do that, you can always like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video, turn on the notification bell next to subscribe if you want to be notified when I drop some new content on the channel. And then comment y'all want to see below again. Making content for you, whatever you guys want to see. I'll try to get out there as quickly as possible. Also, we have the Discord link below. There's no requirements to join the Discord or anything like that. We obviously have some text chats going about Destiny 2 Forsaken, some upcoming games like Division 2 and Anthem, and then we also have some voice chats. So if you want to talk to me, I know I'm on Xbox, so for you guys on PC and PS4, if you do want to talk to me, that's where you can find me. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you next time.